Today we've got a story about Pentecost. Now, Pentecost might be a new word for you, but it's a time that Christians celebrate a little bit after Easter, and we're going to find out more about it now. So, Jesus' friends and helpers were all huddled together in a stuffy upstairs room. Even though it was sunny outside, the shutters were closed and the door was locked. They were all worried. Now, this was after Jesus had died, rose again, was alive, and had gone to be with God in heaven. They were all a little bit worried. They were all a bit scared because people had been after Jesus and they were after them too. They were also a bit confused as to what they were meant to do without Jesus. But they remembered that Jesus had told them that he was going to send them a special present. God's power was going to come with them and God's Holy Spirit was coming. So there they were, waiting. They were praying and remembering that God was with them, even if they were a bit scared and worried. Suddenly, a strong wind filled the little room, whistling through the walls, rustling the straw on the floor, and there, on everyone's heads, shining in the gloom, were flickering flames. Fire that didn't hurt or burn them. And something more. Inside their hearts, they felt a strange warmth, as if their broken hearts were mending, and God was giving them brand new hearts. How it happened, they did not know, but they knew that God's power was with them and that Jesus himself was coming to live inside them. They had seen Jesus go away, but now he was closer than he'd ever been, inside their hearts. And this time, nothing could ever separate them. Jesus would always be there with them, loving them, saying to them, "You are my child and I love you." Wow. They couldn't contain themselves. They threw open the shutters. Sunlight flooded the room and love flooded their hearts. The little room was filled with happy noises, dancing feet, singing and laughing. And they ran out telling everyone, Jesus died for you because he loved you and he loves you, but God made him alive again and he has rescued you. People stopped and listened. The words sank deep into their hearts and was like a medicine that made them feel well. Stop running away from God, Peter said. Run to him instead so he can love you and make you free. And Peter, one of Jesus's friends, told them the wonderful story of God's love. God's never stopping, never giving up, unbreaking, always and forever love. How Jesus had come and all that had happened. There were lots of people from faraway countries in the area at the time. They couldn't speak the same language as Peter, but everyone listened and everyone understood. It was like he was speaking their own languages. Many people believed and many people became Jesus' new friends and helpers. And the wonderful news of Jesus spread like sparks from a fire to villages, towns and cities. Every day, more and more people believed. And so it was that the family of God's children, his special people, grew. Wow. And that was because the Holy Spirit, God's Holy Spirit, came amongst Jesus's friends. But the Holy Spirit isn't just for those friends back then. It's for all of Jesus's friends and now. And we can have the Holy Spirit in us today. So that if we're feeling sad or worried, our our hearts will be warmed and will be new. So you can always ask God to send his Holy Spirit to be with you anytime. And that is the wonderful story of Pentecost.